In this video, I want to share with you 20 little mistakes that I've noticed common with players who've been playing for a long time but get stuck. And if you're newer to guitar or just starting out, take note of these as well because they're going to help you just get things right from the beginning. Now, don't be fooled by how simple these are because these are super important fundamentals. Now, I wrote them on my phone here, so I'm just going to go through them. Let's start with number one, and that's can't play to a metronome. So this is super important to be able to lock in your time. Every song on the radio that you hear has got a groove and has got a beat. And a lot of times players, you turn on a metronome and they start playing and they don't even realize that they're not locking it in. So you got to be able to play to a metronome and you want to use it. Number two, can't tune without a tuner. And this was me for actually a very long time. I'd be scared when I was at a music store. Oh no, what if I get a guitar that's out of tune and I'm struggling to get it in tune, then I play a chord, it doesn't sound good, and it's just rough. So you have to be able to tune without a tuner. Number three, thinking that if they can play something once, they've mastered it. And this is super common, right? Players go, yeah, I got it. I understand this already. But the reality is the pros have spent more time playing the songs than the beginners and intermediates can even imagine. Number four, bad posture and body mechanics. So this is huge because it can hamper your playing ability. Like remember the old MTV days when everyone played the guitar all slung low with their strap standing up? Well, that might have looked cool in a music video back then, but it's a terrible way to play guitar every day. And you got to remember that in a music video, these players are lip syncing. So they're not actually playing. They don't have to play and nail the notes the way you would on a recording or live. Number five, okay, notes are buzzing. See this all the time with players. They're not playing in the correct position on the fretboard, or their tension isn't right, the pressure, and they get buzzy notes. Number six, playing with too much tension. Okay, this will stop you in your tracks and it's going to make you choke up on stage. It's something you don't want to have. Number seven, not having a system for fingerings to play the guitar. So if you have to think about what fingers you're going to use when you play something, that's not good. You never want to have to think about that. You got to have systems and ways that you can approach playing anything. Number eight, hitting other strings everyone can hear by accident, right? So you're playing, hit another string, and then it rings out. Number nine, thinking that one note can only be played one way, when really any note could be played 1,000 ways, right? Number 10, this goes back to the metronome thing, but can't tap the foot while playing. Again, if you can't feel the beat, no one else can feel the beat for sure in what you're playing. And you want to be able to have, people listening to you feel the groove. That's going to immediately make them like your music more. Number 11, when they go to sing and play, the strum hand stops. That's a big one. Number 12, does not understand time signatures. Okay, that's a basic fundamental. You want to know how to count. Number 13, tries to play a bunch of songs not appropriate for their skill level. I see this all the time. Beginners start off, I've been playing guitar a week. Oh, what are you working on? Hotel California or Stevie Ray Vaughan, blah, blah, blah. It's like that stuff is so high level and you want to focus on things that are in your playing level. It's just going to make your journey a lot more enjoyable. Number 14, does not practice slowly and accurately before increasing speed. See this all the time. Players just immediately want to go to the record tempo. You don't want to do that. You got to get it right. Number 15, does not have a consistent written down practice plan. This is important because you want to be able to stay on track and you want to know where you're headed. Number 16, this goes right with number 15, does not know how to track and measure improvement. And this happens with players who've been playing for a long time. They're like, am I getting better? How do I know? I don't feel like I'm getting better. And the thing is that the better you get, the often the harder it is to actually feel that you're getting better. Like when you first start playing, you could go from I can't play anything to like I can play, a song or something in a week, or I immediately doubled my ability, where as you get better, your doubling doesn't happen. It's like slow and steady. So you have to know how to track it so that you can stay encouraged. Number 17, can't play a single thing from beginning to end. So how many players can play a riff, or they can play this, but they can't play a song from beginning to end? Number 18, chord changes aren't smooth. Okay, this is a tough one, and what a lot of people don't realize is that's a fundamental that applies to every level of playing. So for example, if you're a beginner, you may have trouble switching from G to C, right? But if you're an advanced player, you might have trouble switching from a stretchy chord voicing of A minor 11 to D 13. It's the same problem, but different levels, different chord changes. Number 19, can't play through a blues without dropping the form. This is huge, especially a lot of players go, yeah, I know the blues, I can play a simple shuffle. Can you play through the form without dropping it? So there's a lot more of these. Those are just a few that I was thinking of, and I wanted to share this for you. Now, that was 19. Number 20 is another one that a lot of players miss, and that's learning the fretboard and having a system for working that out. So if you need help with this, I want to give you something that's going to help you right away, and what it is my fretboard guide. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, and you can download this completely for free. On it, I'm going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to give you the best system that I've come across in all my years of playing for learning the fretboard. It's going to make things simpler, and it's all on one page. So again, just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide and grab that now as my gift to you. As always, hope you got some value out of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, I think you'll really like this video next.